Just back from the post office, folks. Sending away a Christmas card to a cousin of mine. Pretty Christmassy here today, here in Gander, Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. I wanted to come on and share with you the snow experience that we are having right at this very moment. It started snowing about 2 hours ago, and we have quite a little bit already down here in Gander. There's also a snowfall warning in St. John's, Newfoundland, the capital city. So they're getting quite a bit of snow in there. We're getting some here as well. Let me turn the camera around and show you a little bit more. There's my Friday garbage containers, folks. They're covered in a bit of snow right now. We've got about maybe 2-3 inches down right now. My truck is covered, as you can see. Both trucks are covered. I'm going to be starting up Freebie right now. So to make sure she's locked, I'm heading off to the post office to mail a Christmas card to a cousin of mine who lives in Ontario. So I'm going to be doing that, and maybe I'll show you a little bit around Gander between my home here and the post office. I do have a snow scraper with a brush onto it, so I'm going to clean off Freebie there enough so that I can actually get in the truck. There we go. There's my snow remover thing. So I'm going to use that now to get some more snow off the truck. Backing out of my driveway here now, folks. I'm using the backup camera though, and there's very little traffic on the go right now. The roads aren't that great. I'm going to show you that very, very soon. Turn on my heat so you can hear me a little better. Okay, no plows, no snow plows out yet, no salt trucks out yet, nothing out putting gravel on the roads. Okay, I'm driving in two-wheel drive, and my truck may need to go in four-wheel drive. We'll see about that. Yeah, she's starting to slip a bit here. Okay, so when I get to the intersection here now, I'm just going to slow right down. I'm going to put Freebie in four-wheel drive. Bit of snow buildup, hey? Okay, here we go. Off to the post office. It's pretty slick. It is pretty slick driving, I can tell you that, folks. It is pretty slick. And it's supposed to be like this until well into the evening. And I think that it's supposed to warm up a little bit. It's around 0 degrees right now, Celsius, and that's the same as 32 degrees Fahrenheit. I think it's supposed to warm up to about 2 or 3 degrees Celsius, and that will be the same as around 35, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. And won't be much longer now, and it will be dark. It's around 20 minutes to 2 p.m. and it gets dark now here in Gander around 4 p.m. Take you along with me on this little drive up through Gander today. Taking our time. It's only 40 kilometers here on this little stretch. I shared this drive with you a few weeks ago, actually, when I was heading up to town to the airport. Okay. Intersection here. Okay, we're now turning on to Airport Boulevard, and like I said, this one does take us right through the business center of Gander. Airport Boulevard. Goes from one end of Gander completely to the other end, which is the airport. And along the way, there's a residential area that we're driving through right now. And then when we get up a little bit further, it's the seniors' homes, the courthouse, a couple of malls, several car dealerships, lots of other stores and shops. And the post office is actually in this direction as well. Okay, on my left is the seniors' home where Miss Betty works, and on my right is the courthouse. Green light. We'll go through this one. Bowling alley is on my right there, and the curling club is on my left. The Arts and Culture Center is also on my left. Several government buildings are coming up on my left, including the wildlife building where you get your moose license and your small game license and all that kind of stuff. And your permits to cut firewood is also in that building. Okay, I see my first highways truck. Actually, it's the town of Gander salt truck with the plow on it. Just clearing off one of the main roads here in Gander called Elizabeth Avenue. Okay, there's a mall on my right and a GM car dealership on my left. Mazda dealership coming up there as well. Bank of Montreal coming up on my left. A Shoppers Drug Mart coming up on my right. I have to take a turn here on Armstrong. There's a KFC there in the distance and a Tim Hortons. Gander has pretty much everything that you would need in a small city, small town. Well, fairly big town, I suppose. I think Gander is approaching close to 20,000 residents now. So it's a nice little sized town with lots of amenities for its residents. The U-Haul dealership coming up. A few furniture places here, physiotherapy offices, and Canada Post is coming up on my right. Here we go. Let's go inside. So we have that done. We have the Christmas card mailed to my cousin in Ontario. Getting ready to head back home now, folks. Driving through this set of lights now, folks. And of course, the courthouse is now on my left. And the seniors' home, where Miss Betty works, is now on my right. The snow is accumulating on the roads, though. So hopefully, the town plows and salt trucks will get out very, very soon and clean this up. Working my way back to our home, back to our street. Taking my time, of course, because people are coming out into the traffic when they really should be waiting. They don't have the right of way. Taking our time. I'm still on Airport Boulevard. It's a little after 2, and in a couple more hours' time it will be dark. Gets dark around 4, as I said earlier now, here in Gander, here in the Northern Hemisphere. We've pretty much come completely across town. We're up now to the intersection where Airport Boulevard ends. This is kind of where we started off a little while ago on our way to the post office. Way is clear, Mr. Garry. Almost home now, folks, almost home. Turning onto our street. And very, very soon, we'll be at the Homestead. It'll be a while before the town snowplow operators come down to this street. They're going to be doing the major thoroughfares first and the major streets. So this one will probably be one of the last. Here we are, back home, safely in the driveway. Here we are. What he's got done? Just back from the post office, folks. Sending away a Christmas card to a cousin of mine who lives in Ontario. And the two little doggies, Mr. Ruffles and Miss Rosie. They destroyed our weekly flyers. Look at that. It's a good thing Miss Betty gets flyers online, I tell you that. You guys are art cases. Oh my, what are we going to do with you? What are we going to do with you, Mr. Ruffles? What are we going to do with you, Miss Rosie? Oh well, I guess Mr. Garry's got some cleaning up to do. See you, folks. Thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.